Okay, hi everybody and welcome back to the Unreal Engine 5 tutorial series. This is video 18 and we are continue. And we stopped here with our landscape, and in this video we're talking a little bit more about landscape. Here is our landscape selection. We talked about we go to sculpt here, and we talked a little bit about sculpt, but now we talk about smooth. And what smooth means is when you go here close to your edges, you want to see here some points, and then we can smooth this out. But to smooth this out, we select here the brush type which you want. In this case, I want this one, and this brush is a little bit too big, so we set this to let's see, here on the brush size a little bit lower, and the strength also very low, because if you have a big strength like this, and you can delete almost your landscape like so, that's why we need to set it very low. And if you set it very low, then a little bit lower perhaps, and then you can see it still delete a little bit of your landscape, but it smooth it out at the same time. Perhaps this is still too big. No, it's, yeah, that's working a little bit better. Now it's not deleting only a little bit, but that's okay. And then you can smooth this out here too. Yes. Okay, that's the smooth tool. Let's go on. There are many things to consider here. And here we have a flatten tool. I will show you what this does in a moment, but before I show you this, let me go back to the sculpt tool here. And here was the brush size, brush types, not size here. And we select this one this time. And you see this one here. Well, let me set the camera a little bit faster. Okay. And you see here now, it has a very strange shape. This comes very handy where you make the strength a little bit higher again. And when you use this one, it makes a little bit the brush size also a little bit bigger. And this one higher. So you see we can make here something like that. That comes handy when I press right click, play from here. It creates not a straight line of a road. You can make here a very nice looking road with that. And if you have here a nice texture on this map, this will look even more nice. So, but this one looks, again, you see this edges and so on. You have to go here on smooth again and then set the size here back, strength tool strength back. And you can select here also this one here and then smooth this out a little bit. Let's make this fast. And then you see when I make this not so much, play from here. You have to probably I use the other smooth tool for smoothing. This one looks not so effective. I think use this one, then smooth this. Hope it was not too much now, because the strength, yeah, it was almost too much. Yeah, you get the idea. You have to set here the size a little bit and then smooth, and then it would look good, but I messed this up. Okay, let's continue. Let's see. If you mess this up like me and you want to start over, you can press Ctrl Z to go back. But let's say you want to start from start. There is the next thing what I want to show you here. On sculpt is flatten, and flatten means just I will flat this out. So important is the start point. If you start from top, it will flatten all from top. But if you start from the bottom, so let's start from here, it will all flatten to this point where you start. That's very important to consider. And then I flatten, for example, here this one out. If you press shift, I think it's, let me see, there are some combination which goes the other way around, but right now it's okay. So I have flattened this out. Let's continue here a little bit what we have here. We have here a ramp tool. If you want to create a ramp, for example, you start with you click the first start point. This one is big, you can scale it down, and then you say I make here the second, and then you press, I think, what you make, wait, then you have to set the ramp. For example, I set it here, and then I think you press you press on your keyboard your, what is this K? Your enter K or something like so. I don't know right the name, but you know what I mean, right? You just enter your enter K or whatever this is, the main K in the keyboard, and then you have this ramp. And when you play here from here, we have a ramp, for example, you see, and of course this has again this edges and so on. Then you go here, for example, smooth, set it again with a low, and then smooth this out so it looks like you want. Of course, this is a lot of work, but the designer should be able to do this, and you can here design many things with what you want. And if you want to go back, Control Z is one way, Control Z, but it works not all time. And if you say, but it works normally, Control Z, can you see it works till to a certain point. So let's see what we have here. Here are much more, but I don't go over them. You can click them and read the documentation how to use them, because this is all for designers now, and I can't show you all here because we want to make here the game a little bit. There is then the paint, and the paint I will go for the next video. But before I close this video, I want to show you something very important as well. And for that, we go back to the select mode, and let's say you are not a very good designer like me, but of course, if you have super skills, you can make here beautiful mountains and setups with this, and looks awesome, and as a base shape and so on. But there is another way, and another way is like the Ancient of the Valley demo. They used assets, for example, the Megascan assets, right? We go here to Megascan. If you have installed Megascan, and should be here on plus, and then here Quixel Bridge, you click on this one, and then you have to log in with your account. And if you have this one, you can just go, for example, 3D assets, nature, 2 rocks. Let's click rock, not mossy. And then this here, they use these stones here on Ancient of the Alley. Let's click on this, and you can almost create the same thing what they do. But in our case, I create here just a wall, and I have already some downloaded here, so you can drag and drop them here. And when you do this, they will download it in your content drawer. In my case, I have highlighted this with a color too, Megascans, 3D assets. And this one we have used too. And you see I have here different, oops, let's see this one, different one. And then you choose which you want, so which you want to use. Either you just drag and drop them there, they will be downloaded in your content drawer, or you have them already, like me, I use them, which I have, and then I can just drag this one down. So the problem is they are very small right now, and then you go here on top, you can use the snapping tools, and then press, for example, rotate 90 degrees, so that's aligned this way, and R for scale. Of course, you can scale them here in the details panel as well. In transform, here is scale anywhere. This one is faster, and let's scale this a little bit more. We'll select this, and if you click in the middle, you can select all, and or you can only select some parts of it. I select all because then it's uniform. And let's see, and then we go back to our select mode with W, and then I click, instead of, let's say, I want to make here a fast wall, I click, for example, Alt, and then I drag this line here, and you can see I can make here a fast wall without much thinking. Of course, this is not perfect. I just made this randomly to demonstrate you this. And then when I play from here, and what you can see is, oh, they are all floating. That's not. Let's change this one too. Select them all with shift, hold shift, select all, and then you can go down a little bit. Let me see if the snapping tool works. I press End on my keyboard. They are not snapping down. That's too bad, but it's not. Oh, the problem is, now I get it why it's not snapping down. I accidentally selected my landscape as well. Oops. Perhaps that's why. Okay, one more time. Press End. Still not working, right? Or it is? It is? Let's see, play from here. No, it's not. Dreaming. Okay, let's make this fast again. Now we manually, okay, I made it manually now, and I drag it here anywhere. So, and then if I play from here, but you get the idea. It looks awesome right away, right? And of course, not the same assets like me. Still looks okay, but you can instantly see it's repeating. But okay, but you see, you can make astonishing worlds right away without sculpting, without doing anything, and they have all here. And I have even set up here a message so I get blocked, and it looks right really cool. Absolute nice. And of course you can go wild with these assets too and make here a nice screen. Of course I can't show you this here online because that would take too much time. That is your job. Make your own map and go wild and create amazing maps. Like on YouTube you see the designers, they create wonderful maps. Of course it's not only assets. Later there's lightning and a little bit painting and much more, but I think when we watch this one, for a starter it looks already nice. When you create here a road too and change here the assets, for example, we have here more, we have here now of course much more. For example, what do we have here? Even a snow landscape or trees for forest, and then you can make here buildings and a surface, for example roads and so, right? You can build here road assets and then make here nice surface, for example here road things, and they look awesome. So I think I talked too much. You get the idea, and in the next video I will show you how to paint perhaps this one as well. In the end, I think personally I will use assets because it's for me easier to create this level faster. And then I will show you some modeling tools for the landscape, which comes also very nice. See you in the next. Bye.